Hello everyone, guys, today I have a very juicy video for you because number one, I'm gonna tell you exactly on which day and what time Bitcoin is gonna really move this week, and also I'm gonna give you a tip that I've never disclosed on my YouTube channel, a trading tip which actually separates losing traders from winning traders, and what I've been personally using in my own trading, which made me a very successful trader. So without any further ado, if you're excited, number one, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I make a new upload. Join my free Discord channel. There is a link down in the description of this video so you see all of my personal trades and the trades of my team. Just join the VIP section. There is a very quick instruction of how to join it. And shall we get into a comment down below right now? Should we talk about technicals first? Should we talk about the interesting date when the actual market, when Bitcoin is going to move? Or should we talk about a life-changing trading tip that nobody is literally talking about? And I know that you guys really want to talk probably about the third one. So without any further ado, let's just get into it. And here it is. A lot of you are going to say, Thomas, what the hell is this? So guys and girls, this is an example of proper trading statistics. A lot of people think it's all about technicals or fundamentals. All of it, of course, is very important. A proper trading strategy encompasses MA, FA, TA, a bunch of stuff, but also proper back-end calibration, meaning that there is proper trading statistics and proper trading algorithms, trading psychology, different techniques, etc. And this is an example of what your statistics should look like. So here, every single trade, for example, this is one of my students actually. So every single trade has a screenshot, some kind of notes, a bunch of technical metrics, and this is a guy who never traded before. Literally, he completed my education, and this is his first stage, and the first stage usually goes at least 200 trades, and overall his success rate is 62%, and he made $2,800 with a very small deposit in a very systematic, smart, and controllable way. This, guys, is the only way how you can trade systematically and consistently. This is the only thing that will teach you about your own trading, about the market, what has changed. You might feel like, you know, you're trading, everything is great, and then everything stops to work. Nothing works and you're just losing money. That's fine. That means that your trading is not flexible, and the only way to be flexible, you have to keep a proper journal. And this is one of the things that I personally teach in my university grade trading education. That's why it's one of the best trading learning programs in the world. And that's why my students, after, you know, never trading and trading for the first time, are making this kind of money across 200 trades, not 5 trades or 10 trades, 200 trades with this kind of success rate. And if you're interested in becoming one of my students and learning how to do all of this properly and getting my personal mentorship, there is a link down in the description of this video as well as in the pinned comment that you can click and actually sign up for a call with my success team to discuss how this works, how we can help you, what is it in for you, like, I mean, how do we actually do it, so you don't have to go out and just buy a course and blindly trust us. Go out, schedule a call with my team, speak with them. They will describe everything, how it works, how much it costs, everything. And then trust me, you're gonna save yourself years of time as well as thousands of dollars that you will otherwise lose in the market as a beginner, loser, idiot trader who is gonna, oh, I'm gonna learn myself. You're not gonna learn yourself unless you're gonna spend 10 years and probably hundreds of thousands of dollars on learning it. So use the link down below, set up a call with my team and learn how to become a professional trader and do things in a professional way, how professionals actually do it. Don't be the idiot thinking that you can do it all yourself. Just don't waste your time. Okay, so and now let's get to the juicy part of this video and talking about when the actual movement for Bitcoin can actually be coming. And number one, tomorrow, we could see some movement tomorrow, but again, there are so many things, so many catalyst events this week, so watch this video from the beginning and until the end to make sure that you know all of these events. So number one, tomorrow at 9 a.m., Jerome Powell is going to have a speech. So he's going to be speaking, and well, we don't really know what he could say during the speech because CPI is not coming out for another few days. So could he say something, give some kind of an inclination or expectation for the CPI and what it could mean, etc. So this is something you really have to pay attention to and something you have to watch tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. The next thing, which is going to be very important, is going to be actually coming in on January the 12th, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. That is going to be the initial jobless claims. And again, if we're going to see finally a spike in jobless claims, that's going to mean that Fed actually could start at least considering to, pivoting at some point in 2023. Probably, again, as we spoke about this, probably Fed is not going to pivot anytime soon, but nonetheless, this is what we have to be paying attention to. But most importantly, what is going to give us the momentum and what is going to dictate as to where the Bitcoin price is going to be going is going to be also on January the 12th. So mark it in your calendars right now, guys and girls. January the 12th, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, we're going to see the CPI reading. So it's basically the report on inflation, and certainly there is this main one, just the price index, the main one. So the current forecast, the previous was 7.1, the forecast is 6.5, so it's forecasted to drop by quite a bit. So if we're not going to meet this forecast, it's going to be even lower than 7.1, but it's going to be like something 6.8. That's going to be very bearish, guys. That's for sure. But what I think is most important here is not the actual main CPI. What I think is more important here is the core CPI. The core CPI obviously is coming out at the same time. It's forecast, the previous is 6.0, it's forecasted at 5.7. And why is this so bluntly and so incredibly important is because this is the one that Fed actually has control over. And so because the main one, it includes oil price, gas price, so that's why it was going down. We spoke about this. So and now finally, it's forecasted that the one that Fed actually has control over will also go down, because look at all the previous numbers. It was always hovering around 6%. So it's going to be for the first time we're going to be going below 6% in the current inflationary period. So if this is going to be the case, if we're going to meet the forecast, or it's going to be lower like 5.6, or very unlikely, but nonetheless, this is going to be very bullish. So this is going to show that Fed actually is doing a good job, because again, as we spoke about this before, when we saw the actual main CPI going down, it was going down because of oil and energy costs, something Fed doesn't control, and the actual CPI that mattered, it wasn't really going down that much. So that's why, we were really worried about this. So finally, we were seeing a projection that it's going to start going down. So this is what is going to be, I think it's going to be more important than anything else. It's going to affect the technicals very much. Before we move to the chart, I'm going to show you something very interesting in Dixie and also Bitcoin. We're going to talk about the potential implications of this in the chart in just a second. And also really wanted to mention this right here. And before I do, guys, remember, if you want to be trading actively yourself, longing or shorting Bitcoin, there are links to very trustable exchanges down in the description of this video. With BitGet, you can claim up to $8,000 in initial deposit bonuses if you use my link, and with Bybit, up to $30,000 in initial deposit bonuses, which is absolutely mental. And those are the exchanges that I'm personally using myself, and these are the exchanges that you can use as well if you're looking to trade cryptocurrencies yourself. So about this right here, posted by the Rational Root, and here it's just a very great picture. Certainly it's a model, and I don't really like models because we are currently in unprecedented macroeconomic situation. But let's quickly take a look at this. And what we are showing here is that after every capitulation event, there is a lot of slow movement and a lot of bearish activity, very slow, and a small accumulation phase. Same thing we had right here, which was in 2018-19. After this mass capitulation, we had this very slow and boring market. And this is exactly what we're having right now. So this looks awfully familiar, and this could actually be the bottom for Bitcoin. As we spoke so many times before, that's why I'm buying Bitcoin very actively. But certainly, again, we have to understand that if we're going to be seeing big recession in 2023, this model will be broken, and we're going to go much lower, and then all these technical guys are going to say, oh, Jesus Christ, we were wrong. They could be wrong. So, but just in general, if everything stays as it is, we don't have any ridiculous cascade, any ridiculous black swan events anymore, then this could be the bottom, guys. It all will depend on US going into a recession or not, and potential catalysts with DCG, grayscale, etc. So that's what I'm personally seeing right now. And in a short-term perspective, going back to CPI reading right here that we're gonna see on Thursday. Let's move to the chart, and first thing I wanted to pay your attention to is that Dixie is already showing very big weakness. So we dropped quite a lot, and right now we're currently again standing at this support of 103.50. 500. And again, remember that if we're gonna finally break down this support, this could be, again, this could have been the top for Dixie. But again, it's gonna depend on whether, you know, Fed is gonna pivot this year and we are not finally gonna see a huge recession. So again, this is not engraved in stone. I'm just pointing it out to you that we are seeing huge weakness in Dixie, and every time when we are seeing a huge sell-off in Dixie, this is when everything rallies, including Bitcoin. So let's move on to the Bitcoin price, and here, guys and girls, we're gonna actually find ourselves staring at some nice breakout. So I told you not to celebrate before we'll finally break out of this wedge, and I was for some reason thinking we could actually break downwards, but we did break upward, and this is quite positive. So again, I mean, I bought 30 Bitcoin recently at about 16,500 or something like this. So those 30 Bitcoin are already making me some money, so I'm very happy about this. So as of right now, what we really want to see is, again, CPI on Thursday, and I think it's gonna break out on Thursday. So basically Thursday is right here, so somewhere here we're gonna see this massive volatility. But the big question is, guys, even if we're gonna see something positive in CPI, will it really trigger a huge momentum to the upside? And it depends on how positive it's going to be, because if it's going to be very positive, for example, on the core one, which really matters, we're gonna see 5.7 or less than 5.7, which is gonna say that Fed is doing a good job, then certainly what we're gonna trigger is this double bottom formation, this bottom, and then this could be, like the neckline, or you could argue saying that this could potentially be the neckline, and then potentially the breakout from either here or here could put us into a target of, let's just do it in a crazy way, at a very realistic one of about 20,000. This is interesting, so it's going to coincide really nicely with this order block standing right here. So this could put us at about $20,000 target if CPI is going to be very, very positive. However, guys, what I want you to remember, and let me extend this back so that I don't forget about it. What I want you to remember, there were so many instances in the past, like this one, for example, and also this one, and quite a few in the past where we were expecting either PCE or CPI to come out, and it came out either quite good or not too bad at least. And the market rallied and then realized there was not enough power, and this is what actually led to more kind of disappointment and desperation, and therefore big sell-off in the price. So this is what we could also see, by the rumors into CPI, and then a crash down just because we're realizing that there still is no power in the market, or that, CPI is bad or whatever. So therefore, I think that we could see even the break of 17,400 at this point, and some kind of a small rally, as we usually do, into CPI on this hopes before Thursday, and then the deciding day will be Thursday itself, whether we're going to actually see a fake out to the downside depending on the numbers, or the continuation of the uptrend and activation of this double bottom formation, which I hate formations, but it's by coincidence in this case it could actually work out. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Remember, go sign up for a call with my team right now if you want to become a good trader, a professional trader in general, and become one of my students in my inner circle and actually see these kinds of results fast. Because when you become one of my students, you are on a fast track in the world of crypto, in trading in general. It's not about crypto also, it's about futures, stocks, long-term portfolio building, as well as proper active trading. So all of it, it's a one-stop shop place to go to if you really want to learn how to trade as a professional. This is how I've structured my education, and it's one of the best places to be. It does cost some money, but trust me, your time is worth much, much more. And check out this thing right here, by the way, if you haven't seen the first episode of our trading reality show, the first one ever in the Middle East, check it out. And as always, peace and love, Thomas Crollo. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.